Warriors of Fenris, there is glory to be had on the world below. Shall we stand idly by while others seize it in our stead? I say no. Instead, let us tear it raw and bloody from the fallen bodies of our foes.
Crom Dragongaze serves as a Wolf Lord of the Space Wolves chapter during the era Indomitus. Appointed as the Jarl of the Drakeslayer's Great Company as reward for his service made to the Vilka Fenrika, the so-called Fiercide would be humbled for his near-barbaric tendencies during the Battle of Alaric Prime. The Night World, beset by the Red War of Gruk Face Ripper during 998.M41, the Alarican nobility, alongside elements of the Cadian shock troopers, fought valiantly to defend their fiefdom, yet without aid could not stem the greenskin tide. Yet in Alaric Prime's hour of need, the Space Wolves descended upon its soil, the rout hurtling from the skies within drop pods with untold glory promised for their deeds. Strikeforce Stormclaw, comprised of High King Logan Grimnar and Ragnar Blackmane, led the first wave, Crom Dragongaze supporting their assault, much to his chagrin. Perceiving his appointment as a slight made by the Great Wolf, the impetuous Jarl hungered for glory as he stood immobile in orbit upon the strike cruiser Ironpelt. Against his High King's orders, Crom seized the Thunderhawk gunship, Vengeful Howl, and descended to the battlefield, piercing Alaric Prime's atmosphere with a force capable of crushing the Orcs tenfold over. Intercepting a distress call from the Blistered Isles, Crom ordered the bulk of his men to support Strikeforce Stormclaw, as the prospect of beheading Warlock Gruk proved too enticing for the Fiercide to ignore. Underestimating the strength of the Orcs as his gunship was brought low, Crom slipped into unconsciousness, awakening thanks to the efforts of his pack leader of his Wolf Guard, Beoric Winterfang. Stranded, yet unwilling to hail the High King for aid, Crom stubbornly marshaled his forces to charge the Orc stronghold surrounding Fortress 26, their advance beset by greenskin ambushes using teleporter technology. Surviving through sheer bloody-mindedness, Crom faced Gruk Face Ripper in single combat, attempting to avenge the lives of his slain packmates, incurring deadly wounds in the process. Their duel cut short by a malfunctioning teleporter, Crom was denied victory, leaving a wound on his pride which remains to this day. His brash actions costing the lives of many Space Wolves, sacrificed on the altar of pride. Henceforth, masking his warriors with icons of contrition to hide their shame, the Dragonslayers would never again let glory lure them into the maws of doom, their Jarl tempered by his failure, never again to disobey his High King. Crom's deeds nonetheless gloried subsequent to the Battle of Alaric Prime. The Night House, Hawkshroud, owes a debt of gratitude to the Fiercide Space Wolf due to his actions saving one of their household from peril. Tasked with guarding the fortress monastery, the Fang, during the closing years of the 41st millennium, Crom's deeds made during the Siege of Fenris, fighting alongside the Grey Knights on the moon of Valdemani, proved crucial to his half's defense. Returning to the Fang to fight at the side of the Great Wolf of legend, Björn the Fell-Handed, though Crom has not absolved himself of shame entirely, his kindred regardless respect his efforts made during the Aet's hour of greatest need. The first Wolf Lord to encounter the Primaris Space Marines of the era Indomitus, in contrast to many of his peers, Dragongaze fully supported the integration of such warriors into the fold. His recognition of their capabilities, proven insightful during the War of Beasts, the great company of the Dragonslayers, bolstered by Primaris Astartes, once more faced the Greenskins on the world of Vigilus. Leading the assault of the Orc cruiser, World Smasher, the defenders of Vigilus beheld dozens of such voidcraft crash land to the surface, sundered by the might of the Fiercide as they heralded his arrival to the campaign. Bristling at the cooperation required to work alongside the Ultramarines chapter master, Marneus Calgar, as part of the Vigilus War Council, Crom's brash nature came close to inciting violence between the two Astartes, until an assault on the temple district of Hyperia interrupted their dispute. Clad in a panoply of artificer armor, armed with the mighty frost axe, Wormclaw, the edge of this mastercrafted relic of the Fang is dusted with bone meal, ground from the talons of the great ice worm, Witherwing, preventing it from ever dulling. Adopting the sigil of the Sunwolf as his heraldry, only the mythical avatar of Fenrisian history is said to be capable of enduring the glare of his bionically augmented Fierce-Eye. Reveling in all forms of contest, such as the trials of the Bladed Eye, Crom encourages his men to form rivalries with contemporary great companies to bolster their resolve. His ferocity in battle, inspiring presence, and martial skill legendary within his chapter. The daring actions made by his great company kinsmen are emblematic of their Jarl standing within the rout.